Hi guys. I'm just finished getting set up, and I just figured, I was just like, let's get the stream started early. Why not? Let's just get started. We're already a wee bit behind, had to delay some things, but I figured I was just like, just spook them and go boo. All right. Give me a second to finish this up. But what's up, guys? Canadian Guy here, and we are going to be back with Palworld. According to your votes, that's what you guys wanted me to play, so we're playing it. And yes, if people do not know, I was involved today in the Spyro reaction, the official Spyro compilation reaction. That's what I'm drinking now. I'm drinking the Spyro G Fuel, and I'm excited. I knew it was coming, but it was taking a long, not a long time. They asked me, hey, can we involve your reaction in a video? It was like a month ago. It was like a week after, no, it was longer. It was almost 2 months ago. It was a week after, Spyro Realm Beyond was announced. It was a week after that. And they asked, hey, can we use your thing in a compilation? I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then heard nothing about it. And I figured that it was like, okay, it's a project that probably fell through. It was an idea that they wanted to do and it didn't quite land. And that happens. I've been, other companies have asked me certain things, and other times I've been asked, oh, can we use this? And oh, can we use that? And I say, yeah, sure. And then nothing happens. It happens all the time. It's just, but I was surprised today with both an email and a video link to this video to see myself involved not once, not twice, but thrice. I can actually pull it up for those who are interested. They'll want to see it if you haven't seen it yet. Just give me a second here to finish getting set up, and we will begin. But yes, I am very, very, I'm very excited. I think that's awesome. Please don't put spoilers for Realm Beyond your thumbnails. So that is going to be something that I'm going to have to balance. That is something that I am going to try to be hyper aware of. So I know you've been saying this before, Pikmin Glazer. So let me say this. I'm going to say this. I am going to try my best to be aware for spoilers. There is going to be a limit to that, so I am going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to limit spoilers. There are going to be some things that is going to be inevitable. There's going to be some things that people consider as spoilers and they're not really spoilers. Some people are going to be angry where they want to look something up and they can't because I haven't covered it because of spoiler, because they don't consider it as spoilers. So it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle, I can tell you that. And I will promise something. I'm not going to promise that I will spoil nothing. I'm going to promise that I'm going to try to be as conscious as possible to not spoil it. That's my, that's what I'm going to, that's the promise that I'm going to give, is that I'm going to try my best to not spoil, but I'm not going to promise anything because I have no idea. I'm going to spoil things for people, and even though I don't consider it a spoiler, and likewise the other way as well. Now I got a question for you guys. Do you guys want me to... I have two saved profiles right now for Palworld. I have the one that we played from last time, and I have another one too, which is more my current play. So whichever one... You guys let me know which one you want to see, because I'm further along on my other one, and I've been playing that one privately, and I've been building a base, and I have a whole bunch of really good pals, and we're going to be dealing with a whole bunch of stuff. Or we can go back to the one that we played on the stream before, and me catching up. So you let me know. Ronald's $5 super chat. Hey, OCG, how's it going? By the way, did you see the latest YouTubes? Do you think it could mean something? Let me talk about that in a moment. I will get to that, but I appreciate the $5. First donation of the stream. Thank you so much. Today and tomorrow are the last days for the bar. If you guys want to try help contributing to it, that would be great. If we can't make it, that's okay, but let's see if we can try to hit that goal. Watch on YouTube. Give me un second, and then we will hop into it. And then before we hop in, we're also going to probably watch the reaction video that, in case for people have not seen it yet, because I still think it's cool. I think it's cool. But thank you so much for the $5 and the support. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So we shared that. Let me go over to here and share this. I do apologize as well for the lack of videos this week. I got caught up with some stuff. I have plans for some really fun stuff. I have some very fun plans. I have an interview with an original Insomniac employee whom I will keep quiet until we actually do the interview, who has got some awesome stuff to talk about. I am very, very, very excited. So it looks like people are kind of either indifferent or wanting me to oh, it's like okay. I think we are just about all right. Let me grab this, pull this over to here. Okay. And then we're gonna get all hooked up. So hopefully the camera is still working. But yes, also too, there hasn't been much that's been posted in terms of the Spyro stuff, in terms of stuff that's brand new, though I was able to piece together a video that I think is going to be fairly relevant, and I just recorded that today. So one second, I'm just going to show you guys, for those who haven't seen it yet, on the off chance that you haven't seen it, which I think most people have, but you know what, on the off chance you haven't seen it,
oh my god.
Dave!
Oh, new villain! New villain!
Miharu!
I waited 18 years!
Spyro! Kinda funny!
Is it Spyro?
What does he look like?
Oh my god!
Is that Spyro? I have to be Spyro?
Yes! Yes! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Let's get the kids playing Spyro again, you know?
Yeah. This is awesome.
It's an old friend.
Spyro! A realm beyond! Okay, gameplay. Fuck yeah. Oh my god!
my god.
Oh my god! Whoa. Is it like open world?
Oh, that's beautiful!
Shout out to everyone who is currently on Team Spyro and everyone else who is involved in the trailer. That's awesome. Really fun to see it all put together. I really like that. I think it's really cool, and I'm happy that I got the person saying Spyro A Realm Beyond. That was cool. Okay. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, where do we want to go? We'll go with A Realm Beyond. We'll go with A Realm Beyond for now. But, alright. Now I gotta get myself reacquainted. Like, I'm like, alright, where am I? Where am I? Who am I? Alright. Okay, so this is my base establishment. That's great. Okay, so to answer your question about, do I think that it means something that there's a whole bunch of YouTube stuff coming for Sly Cooper? We gotta be careful with U2s. U2s is strange, and I don't mean that in a bad way. U2s is very strange in the way that they go about making merch. There are times where they come out with merch that has absolutely no bearing whatsoever on anything being made, and then there's other times where absolutely they have a bearing on what's being made. So it's a very, very... What's supposed to be YouTube's, they have a whole line of Sly Cooper merch coming at YouTube's. A whole line, like a whole line of it, and really exciting. Unfortunately, also YouTube's, I love YouTube's. They are expensive. YouTube's are expensive. So, and that's a problem, is that, oh, so clearly something's coming, right? Well, unfortunately, that's what some people had thought about the Skylander stuff, because there was Skylander stuff that they were bringing, and people were super excited and thought that it meant something. And then, of course, A Realm Beyond came out and kind of, you know, shot that ship down with, you know, a hole the size of Timbuktu. So the answer to that is, well, no, it doesn't mean that. Having said that, I also wouldn't say it doesn't mean anything at all. I think that that's a little, blunt to say that it means nothing. I think that that's a little like, no, I don't think it means nothing. It's hard to suss out. It's also incredibly frustrating because of the fact that there is clearly a want, a desire, a need for Sly Cooper, and Sony is just taking their fingers, jamming it in their ears, and saying, nah. And I don't understand. Okay, we're going to tell our Ruby to not be doing any more grazing and just to focus on doing ingots. I don't understand what Sony is doing. I genuinely don't. I don't understand why they are doing what they are doing. I don't understand why they think that it's a smart idea. I don't understand why they think that it's a good idea, especially recently with their choices when it comes to physical media and among other things. I just don't understand what Sony is doing. I don't get it. I don't know why they are seemingly not listening. They're not listening to what fans are wanting. Sorry. Jeez. Someone basically said they want to do more AAA games and less creative games. And that's a problem, because let me ask you something. and here we go. I'm going to get a whole bunch of hate from a whole bunch of people for saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Am I going to be in line to buy God of War Lao Fei? The answer is yes. Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I would never, ever, ever do that. No, absolutely. Abso-positively am I going to 150% get God of War Lao Fei. Did I ask for God of War Lao Fei? Not really. Am I as excited for God of War Lao Fei versus an actual God of War game? To be blunt, no. No. I'm willing to have an open mind, and I'm willing to try it out and enjoy it and have a good time, but at no point did I sit there and say, man, do I want a game where I get to play as Lao Fei? Is it cool? Yes, but not something that I expected. And I'm leaving myself open to be pleasantly surprised. But in my opinion, it comes off as something of, how can we do God of War without burning out God of War fans? That's what it's coming off as. It's not coming off as, hey, let's do something different. It's coming off as, how can we do God of War? How can we try to replicate the success of God of War without actually doing God of War so that we don't burn people out? So that when the real God of War comes out, people will still enjoy it, so that you're still making a safe option by doing God of War Lao Fei, but it's different enough so that it's not burning out the people that are massive fans of God of War. Does that make sense? I hope what I'm saying makes sense there. And I'm not sitting here and saying, oh, why are they doing that? Why are they doing God of War Lao Fei? Oh, that's stupid. Why are they doing? I'm not saying that. I'm saying, okay, they're doing it. That's cool. But nobody asked for it. And when there's such a stack pile of games that people have been dying and asking for, and then we turn around and we get God of War Lao Fei, it's kind of like, okay, like that's cool, but what about all of these other big games that people have been asking and wanting? And they are doing games that are AAA, big and cinematic, and that's great, and those are fun, like Spider-Man games. Love them. I love these cinematic games. But I also can get tired of them too, because it's like, okay, we've kind of seen these big cinematic games already a number of times. Can we get maybe something else? Can we get a little bit something different? And we're not getting that. We're getting, hey, this is what we're doing, and you kind of have to deal and tolerate it. And it's like, okay, well, what about the things that we're asking, right? What about Astrobots? What about your Astrobots? What about our Ape Escapes? What about... And at the moment, we're not getting that. At the moment, we're not getting it. Now, is it possible that we're going to get Ape Escape in the future? According to a lot of rumors, probably. But what I think needs to happen is that, yes, I know I'm in the fan reaction. I'm super excited about it. Thank you. What needs to happen is that there needs to be kind of the same stuff again and again. Yeah, it's kind of like the same flavor over and over again, but just changing it just enough to not get totally called out, but enough for people to sit there and say something about this tastes the same, right? I know what's going on. I just been talking for about this for 15 minutes, and I already know what my problem is. You ready for this? Okay. PlayStation is Taco Bell. PlayStation is Taco Bell. They are taking the same things and the same recipes in the same shapes and just adjusting it slightly to something different. PlayStation is right now acting like Taco Bell. Does that make sense? PlayStation gives you diarrhea? I mean... I'm not slandering Taco Bell, but if you think about it, Taco Bell has the same core, like, 12 ingredients, and they just rearrange them in a different manner, and they might add one extra thing that's different for each one that's specific, right? That's kind of what PlayStation's doing. It's kind of like, oh, we're doing the same kind of thing, but it's different enough. It's different enough and it's good, but you ask for something different or something from the older menu and you're not getting it. You're getting a different kind of taco or a slightly different thing that isn't exactly what you're wanting. You're like, okay, like, yes, and this is good, but not what I'm exactly asking for. I hope that is making some kind of resemblance of sense. I am dealing with a whole pack of wolves here. There are too many of you. I probably made a grand dubious error in doing this. Okay. Okay, we got that one out. We're going to try to catch that one. We're going to try to catch that one. Going to try to catch that one. Going to try to catch that one. Y'all best stay in the ball. Oh, this one's level 8. My biggest Spyro hot take. Ooh. Some things are best kept to yourself. My biggest Spyro hot take. I'm trying to think. Oh no, hating Blink is not a hot take. That's just normal. It's hating Blink. That ain't no hot take. That's that ain't no hot take. Let me think here. Ooh, I gotta think of a hot take. Hold on. While you do that, let me also pull up my Streamlabs to make sure I can read the donations that come in. No, of course, God of War and PlayStation, or God of War and, I'm not saying God of War and, I'm not saying God of War and, Spider-Man are exactly the same. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that there are some very stark similarities that are being used over and over again among a PlayStation game. You can almost look and be like, it's the third person, just slightly over the shoulder adventure title, right? What is my biggest hot take? King Paka is going to level 23. Supreme Fluff Commander. Supreme Death if I go to fight it. I was shocked when a lot of people were like, oh, I hated the skateboarding in Spyro 3. So maybe that technically is now a hot take, because there was a lot of people that were like, oh, I hated the skateboarding in the original Spyro 3. And I was like, really? I like as a kid, I remember really enjoying it, and I remember having a grand time with it. And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh yeah, you know, everyone hated it. I was like, I mean, I enjoyed it when I was a kid. Which was done because of Tony Hawk, of course. I like the skateboarding too. Yeah, like, I liked it. It was fun. All of a sudden, it was just like, oh yeah, everybody hated it. I was like, I mean... Do you think we'll be getting a new moves in Spiral Realm Beyond? Oh, yeah, 100%. You know.
Yeah.
Come on. Get the ball. You missed! I missed though. I'm on fire. Hang on. Everyone's on fire. There we go. I mean, you know what's kind of funny about that, Caroline, is that Toys for Bob was the one that made the they made a Disney skateboarding adventure. So that it's kind of funny that, you know, some of the people that have been there for a while at Toys for Bob may have like experience with actually being able to do that. I really dislike the Sparks levels in Spyro 3. You know what's funny about that Pikmin, Glazer? I'm not going to disagree nor agree with you, because did you know that Summer Forest, Autumn Plains, and everything, they use sound fonts. A sound font is you adjust the sound font and it changes the sound of the keyboard. Summer Forest is literally just holding one key. That's it. It's just holding one key. That's it. Because my buddy had the sound font. He's like, hey, you want Summer Forest? I was like, yeah, sure. He just holds one key. That's it. He was just holding one key. Just holding it, holding it, holding it. That's all it is. That's not a hot take. That's a genuine fact. It was just holding one key on the keyboard, and that's it. And I always thought that was funny. I was like, that's hilarious. Okay, so what did I need to upgrade? You know what? Do you guys mind if I do... I'm going to do something. Man. I want us to be able to zip through a little bit quicker. So I am going to get what I like to call my foreman. But to do that, you have to do something. So give me a second here. And we're going to do this. I need rock. I need stone. Give me... That's not what I want to do. Hold on a second. What's my prediction for Gamescom? I don't know. I have to say Alpine Ridge, there's nothing that really stands out about it. It's the one levels you forget about. I actually like Alpine Ridge. I enjoy Alpine Ridge. I think in my opinion, the worst Spyro levels are the Sparks levels. That to me is the worst. I hate the Sparks levels. I don't like the top-down twin-stick controls. But I think the one that I really don't like is Desert Ruins from Spyro 3. I think Desert Ruins from Spyro 3 is just not good. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not... that's the one where I don't like the music. The theme is, you know, eh. The theme is eh. There's a few levels that are quite... So, I share, from kind of funny games, I share, Greg's he had a bit of a minor crash out that I thought was valid, where it was just like, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time coming in 2026. And he's like, then show it! And I was just like, you know, he's like, what? He's like, it's like, we're halfway through the year. Show it! And I'm like, you know, he's kind of valid. And he was yelling at it. I was like, you know, his crash out's kind of valid. I get it. Because, like, why aren't you showing it? All right. Okay. So, I'm going to do it's not cheating, but I do want to go a little faster. So, we're not done yet, though. We're not, hang on a second. We're going to go to my other game for just a moment, because what you can do is that you can share genetic, you can, I'm dying to see some Zelda remake. Like, come on, give us something. Yeah, no, I'm there too. I'm there too. Hang on. I'm going to be real quick here, and then we'll go back to the other one. But I'm genuinely like, why are you guys not showing anything? What are we, like, what are you doing? Why are you not showing anything? Like, if it's coming out in 2026, why is it a problem, right? It doesn't make sense to me. All right, so we're going to be switching back over in a second. Speaking of, I'm just going to go grab this, go over here, hatch this real quick. Thank you. Then what we're going to do is that we are going to... then we're going to do this real quick. Is there a take all? There's a take all. Thank you so much. Then what we're going to do is that we are then going to go over to here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Anubis. And we're going to put him there. And then we're also going to grab which one do we want to grab? We're going to grab a Dupin. I'm going to grab Dupin. And then I'm going to grab a Sekhmet. And then I'm also, you know, I'll grab Blazamut too. So give me a second here. Listen, there's a bit of a thing when it comes to leaks. I can understand wanting to defend and make sure that, you know, things are not leaked. But there comes a point where it's, okay, what are we doing here? Because it gets to a point where it's like, you're now kind of like harming the marketing of your own bloody game because you're so panicked about it leaking. Is the purpose of the game to be revealed, or is the purpose of the game to be to make money from it, right? What is the purpose? The purpose of the game is to make money. So while, yes, you don't want leaks. Yes, you want to make sure that you got things going right. At the same token of time, it gets silly to the point where it's like, brother, what are we doing? Like, why are we so panicked to the point where it is not remotely healthy? What was a golden thing flopping around? That is a golden doom mud. All right. So now, what happened? There we go. Grab Blazamut. Grab Anubis. There we go. Now we can actually kind of go a little bit faster in our game a bit here. All right. So now what we're going to do is that while they can't breed, they can work. So we're going to take our ones with our nice genes. We're going to take Sekhmet helps with Anubis. This will replace Ruby. All right, so Blazemut goes there. Then we'll go with Dupin. Dupin will go... Dupin will go here because Penkin can water. Sekhmet will go here. And then Anubis will go here. Do we have any logging? We now have no logging. Do we have someone who can log? They can log. So we'll go with they can't seed, they can't that. I need to quickly upgrade on. Build a sphere workbench, build a metal chest. Okay. I have heard a number of people say that it is true. It's called, what's it called? It's called, the name, Mason. What's the name? I think the name of it is, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's a bird, a yellow bird, not a Tweety bird. You put it in the caves. You put it in the caves so that if it dies, you know that the oxygen is bad and you need to get out. It's called... Oh, it's going to bother me now. Canary! Thank you! Yes! It's called a canary. Canary, yes. So, Dupin, why are you complaining about building? Do you see the failure? Yeah, Canary Mary. So, it's a canary where basically you are like, you make it so that they see that thing and then they can identify who's leaking and who's what. That pal looked miserable. I know. That's pal's called Dupin. So I have a small crew that I use that I like to use to get things done faster, and the way that the game works, you can actually what you basically can do is that you can bring the genes of pals that you have from another save over and use them in a new save, which is fun. But because of level sync and how that works is that they can't be super overpowered. But there we go. So now they are all good. Now we can go upgrade the base, and then we can throw our deer back in to get back to doing the things that he needs to. Base upgrade, and we say go for it. Fantastic. Then we have enough space. Then we grab our... Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Drop you into here. Now you can go back to logging. There we go. All right, cool. Yeah, there's a reason why Anubis is the king of mining and the king of being able to just zip through. And handiwork, too. And Sekhmet will actually increase Anubis's work speed by 20% just by being in the same party. So, that's cool. Oh, and I need to go build a bed. That's right. I need to go build another bed. Where is it? Infrastructure. Straw pal bed. What are you mining? Awesome. Okay. So, now that we got that all sorted and figured out, I need to make a plan as to what I need to do next. So, we're going to do that. Technology, we're going to grab wheat. We got a mill. We have the viewing cage. Nightwing saddle. We'll grab a fishing set because why not? I need some ancient tech, so I'm actually going to grab Blazemut here and throw him in the party with me and swap it out for the ruby in case there's any additional stuff that needs to be done. Blaze them up will be my lead because they are awesome. Let's do another refined metal chest. Come on. There. There we go. Look at the face that Dupin puts on. He's like, making me build. I hate it. Overall, I do think that I don't know if the existence of what of the Sly Cooper merch means anything at the moment, though I hope it does, and I hope I'm wrong, because I would love for it to mean something. I would love for it to mean that, hey, something is in the works. That to me would be so awesome. Did we ever know how many copies of Legend of Spyro games sold? Those numbers I don't think are solid or are just simply guesses. Any numbers that are out, I don't think that there is a solid amount, which is unfortunate because it is a good question as how much did it sell. We always want to know that, and unfortunately they don't tell us that, even though we do want to know it. Hey, Glaceon, it's okay if you're a little bit late. That's fine. Okay, so let's go to the Rain Syndicate Tower, and let's go give a hoedown beatdown on, I believe it's the leader's name is Zoe. How do you think she would play? I'll be real with you. If she is in a Realm Beyond and she's playable, I'm going to tell you she's going to play, I think, very similarly to how Crash Team Rumble did it. I want to do a video where I investigate Crash Team Rumble, see what they added and what they changed and what they tweaked for Rumble, because we knew that they've had this idea for a new Spyro in their minds for years, since Reignited, right? I appreciate that, martial artist. The tinfoil hat theory that I have when it comes to Sly is that there was something at one point in recent development that was most likely canned. And oh, jeez Louise, Blaze a Mutt! You just clapped her in the next week. Okay, bud. That was that was wow. I knew you were strong, but bro, literally just clapped her, just went kaboom and murked. Like Jiminy Christmas. I love the fact that they had your clip when you said or screamed the title of the game. Yeah, I love that they had that too. This is the second time that they used my reaction for the title of the game, because if you guys remember, hold on a second, there was a trailer for Rumble. Hang on a second. Crash Team Rumble accolades. Yeah, because I was in this one too. Right, I was in this one too. Hang on a second. Here, I'll turn this one down. But
Crash Team Rumble and DBT battle. Big Wahoo coming in 100% boosted. Yeah, baby!
So my hair was all messed up there. I just noticed. But this is the second time that they have used my reaction for specifically me shouting the title of the game. I miss Peak Rumble. I miss Peak Rumble too. I miss Peak Rumble. Peak Rumble was so much fun. Still playing Rumble, by the way. That's awesome. I'm happy that you're still playing it. I gotta stream it soon again. Don't die. We're good. But yeah, Hey! Lightning! Gave us a super sticker! Their first super sticker. Thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you! I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. Means a lot to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We got more content on the way that I think a lot of people will be liking. And I can't wait. And you guys doing super stickers and all of that helps significantly with getting all of this new exclusive stuff, including, as I said, we got a date and time for when I am doing an interview with a specific Insomniac employee who has lovingly agreed to be able to speak with me and answer some wild and out there questions that only fans would ask, like what happened to the machinists and was that planned, and what happened with the Aquafires, and also another story about the title, another story about Spyro's name and how they came to that conclusion, and all of these really, really, really interesting things that I can't wait to be able to sit down and talk to them about. And that's not all. I am planning to be tracking down is a bad word. I am planning on trying to get others involved as well. All right. You clapped the boss. Let's see what happens if we do this. Well, that one Malpaca just perished. Jeez Louise, dog! Jiminy Christmas! And we get it too. That's awesome. Was that luck? Yes. Especially with the first try. Man, we're getting lucky tonight. I feel the luck. I can feel it. I love Kaiju's fighting. I know, right? Oh, I almost forgot something too. Hang on a second. I need to do something. I need to look at a map real quick. Office for friends who do something. Right there, yeah. So we would have to go out there. Okay. There was something that I have to do. And in order to do that, I first need to get back to my base. Or a fast travel point. Or both. What? But we also are... I'm also organizing something for Spyro Community Day, which, by the way, again, is September 4th. September 4th is going to be is Spyro Community Day, and I have been speaking with Activision, and I am trying to plan something fun, trying to nab something exclusive. Nothing has been set in stone yet, but I have been in contact with Activision and they are aware of Spyro Community Day, and they are okay with the dates. I made sure of it beforehand, but Activision is aware of it. I have alerted them. I haven't been told any complaints, and I am super excited that people will. This week was basically me planning. This week was like, yes, it looks like not a lot came out, and it's true, not a lot did come out, but the reason why is because I'm doing a lot of like, hey, let's do some logistical work. That's awesome that you are a clan leader on Rumble. I couldn't think of anybody better to be a clan leader in Rumble. That is incredible. But yeah, I'm trying. I am putting my effort into it. I'm putting my heart and soul into it. I am trying to get things all put together. And also just there was one person that I want to make sure that people hear this and understand this, so that if it comes up again, when people inevitably sit there and point fingers and say things, let me be clear. No, we do not get paid while being on Team Spyro. That's not, no, I don't get an extra paycheck from Activision because I'm on Team Spyro. That's not how that works. That is not how that works. No, I am not getting an extra paycheck from Activision to be on Team Spyro. That is not what's happening. That is not true, as what some people have suggested and pushed for, that people in Team Spyro are getting paid to be on Team Spyro. Would I like to be paid? Yes, but am I? No. Gosh, no. How does Team Spyro work? So, we are supposed to be getting, we are supposed to be we are supposed to be receiving, we might receive like information early. We might receive, when we do collaborations, they might promote it on the main channels. They'll sit there and, we're more likely going to have interactions with the main channel. So, for example, if I make a post about Spyro Realm Beyond, it's more likely that the Spyro channel itself will interact with Team Spyro. I'm sure certain members of Team Spyro might get some exclusive stuff. Yeah. That's, no. Nobody gets paid in Nationverse. That's what I just wanted to clarify and say, that's not what's happening. We don't get paid. We don't get paid. We might get the point of it is that we might get information early, but that's like, and we might get some like stuff sent to us, but if we don't make content on it, right, it doesn't do anything, right? It doesn't do anything. We are supposed to make content. We're supposed to be like a pillar for the community, that people will be like, oh yeah, they're on Team Spyro. If they sit there and they say something, it typically might mean more than the average Joe, right? So yeah, we're also still trying to figure out too, and I'm sure maybe even Activision is too, because to my knowledge, I've never heard of a promotion of the game working like this, right? I haven't, like, this is new, and I think that I haven't heard anybody promote a game this way before, so I'm sure this is just as new for them as it's new for us. So I'm sure that, while we're figuring out the definition of Team Spyro, they are as well. So, how many people are on Team Spyro? I want to say we are up to close to maybe a dozen? About a dozen people at the moment. With others definitely potentially on the way. Here we go. This is what I needed. Okay. Can one of you guys come over and help me with this? Can somebody help me? Why is Sekhmet dancing? Please come and help me. When you get okay, so there are different NDAs that mean different things, and they cover different stuff. And there's different ways to look at different things. There are some NDAs that say you can't even state that there is an existence of an NDA. There are some NDAs that are like you can't, like I said, you can't even state that an NDA exists to begin with. There are some NDAs that are you have to wait until the stuff comes out. Some NDAs that cover, like, even if the game gets leaked, that you still can't talk about it until until your NDA is up. There are some NDAs that actually account for that too, where let's say the game gets leaked, they say, yeah, you can talk about it after the fact, but some NDAs also say, nope, even if it gets leaked, you can't do that. There's a number of different NDAs and different intensities and different there's a number of different stuff like that. So all right, I now have what I require to get to where I need to. All right, here we go. Because there is something that I said that I would do, and now I'm going to do it. We now can ride our burb, our big bird. And where are we going to go? We are going to go over to there. Now, if I try to swim, I would perish. Good thing, when you're mounted on a PAL, you don't die. So even though I'm flying over water, or even if I run out of stamina, here we go. I'm going over here specifically. There's one moderator that I'm doing this for specifically. Hopefully they're in chat. We're going over to this abandoned island over in the corner here. Oh, they're limited in terms of flight. They're limited to your stamina. So if you run out of stamina, woohoo, punk. And go. Sunlit isle in the middle of the night. So we're going to head over here, and now what's going to happen is we are going to hit this. All right, so now we've unlocked fast travel. So we can come back here if need be. There they are. There they are. Fin cider. These little guys are these cute little dark creatures that have what look like shark fish onesies on, that then proceed to pull out a pistol and start blasting. So I'm gonna try to catch these guys without damaging. Let's see if we can do it. All right, we got one. I know that. That's good. Elena donated $50 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Elena. Thank you, thank you, thank you. $5 from Grandma. She's watching. Please say hi, everyone. Hi. 12 victory sounds remaining. Questions for the interview. What, if anything, did you rework between different parts of the original trilogy? Plus, favorite character, level, plus level, and why. So are you asking me specifically my favorite level, or is that going to be for a potential interview question? Because already one of the interview questions that I have does partially cover what you are already asking. So I will let you know about that. Thank you so much. Grandma's footing the streams. And booyah. All right. What? We got the fin side, and we got one with ferocious. Ooh, gonna have to grab that one. What's this one for? This is for charging up electric. Do I have any electric pals? I do not. That's fine. Okay. I would have liked to catch one more Finsider because I just need one more to complete the PAL decks. Thank you so much, Elena, again. Also, I don't think, unless there is a release over the next couple of days from Spyro, I don't think that we are going to actually do a... I don't think we're going to do a Spyro Yap Sesh this Saturday. Plus, also, this Saturday is Jonathan... tomorrow is Jonathan's 4th birthday. And I am super excited. He's super excited. Oh, there's more Finsiders over here. Perfect. Exactly as I asked.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish there were more. Tomorrow's Jonathan's 4th birthday. How? That's how I feel. Where's the time going? I know. That's how I feel. Jonathan is 4, and he's starting school! He's starting school! He needs to stop! Well, you just got here. You just got here. What do you mean? It's so weird. And I don't like it. I don't like it. He is so funny. Oh my gosh. He's unintentionally funny, where he'll sit there and he'll say like the cutest thing, and it is so funny at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to beep. Like, so the other day I was explaining to the kids, what a ram was, and I was explaining that a ram is kind of like a sheep with the big, but they're kind of like sheep, but with like the big horns, right? But I said, yeah, you know, they have those big horns. And then David goes, yeah, they're kind of like sheep. And then I was like, yeah, that's right. And then Jonathan goes, what? Yeah, they're like sheep or goats. He's just out of there saying, they're like sheep or goats. I'm just like, you are hilarious. Just unprompted, just meh. I was like, yeah, you are correct. Can you stop eating like that? Jeez Louise. Oh. By the way, I have a question. Would anybody be okay if I did a stream to help raise funds for some upgrades for my computer, because I went to go look at the price of RAM and almost like fainted. I was just like, oh my, oh, no, I can't afford that. So there might be a stream in the future about raising funds specifically for upgrading the computer leading up to A Realm Beyond. Because, like I said, I saw the price of RAM and literally almost soiled myself. I was just like, great, awesome. No, I am, I am not impressed with the price of these RAM sticks, because it's no bueno. So I was like, okay, might have to do a fundraising stream to help with the computer costs, because Jiminy Christmas, what do you mean it's that much? Like, huh? Huh? What do you mean? It shouldn't cost that much. It's RAM. RAM used to be like $100 a stick. If you were feeling spicy, 150. Now it's like $300-$400. Like, what? What do you mean? There was a really funny. There was a really funny picture that was like a white panel van that says, the kidnappers are getting smarter. It says DDR5 RAM plus 1 terabyte hard drives. I was like, oh man, I'd be doomed. I'd be doomed. Kidnapped next week. Like, I'd be cooked. CG has gone missing forever. Grab that. We'll grab an egg incubator. Why not? And a hip implant. Yeah, Jiminy Christmas. It is not good out here. My bad friend looked away. I beg you, please show the fall guy with the guns. TM, please. No problem. On. He is now on my crew. This is Finsider. Look at him go. You get back in here. Hold on. We're gonna go fight someone. I wonder if he pulls out the guns immediately or if I have to learn it. On. When activated, tell you what, in group by 30%. All right, hold on. Let's see if we can go fight something with. Also, I need a gun. Hot take. I need a gun. Hold on. Good news, Shark has 2. Yes.
What?
There we go. We live. All right. Attack that enemy. Oh, it's using it. No, use your guns. Use weapons. Where's your guns? He has little guns that go pew, 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 pew. Is it Finsider Ignis that has the guns? Is that the It might be Finsider Ignis. Is it? Because there's Finsider and then there's Finsider Ignis. Is Ignis the one with the weapons? No! You need to have guns! Where's your twin piece? What is X ability? It makes what it does that it makes my attacks turn to water and increase their damage by 30%, I guess. Fissile attacks their attacks with water granting increased attack. So now my attacks do more damage apparently. Or their attacks do more damage? Apparently, I may have lied to you. It does not have... It's Finsider, but it doesn't have the little guns. Yet. Because there's an alternative called Finsider Ignis. By the way, hi Howling Wolf, how you doing? Here's the thing. I don't like... Listen. I don't like generative AI.
What?
Okay. And I don't like generative AI, and I don't like LLMs. Okay, I don't like the LLMs. I don't like the generative AI. Okay. Algorithmic AI, that's fine. That's been around for a long time. I don't got... Fine, how about you? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Playing some Palworld. Doing fairly fine. Considering. But overall... Newbie Pal Tamer. Can I talk with you? Oh, no, you're a pal, aren't you? Has become the strongest paladin. Can you test my skills in a duel? Of course, Island customs dictate that it would be a fight to the death. Doesn't mean we're going to well, want to fight? I mean, okay. Okay, well. I feel bad. Here. Listen, Blazamut kind of just... Listen, I'm trying to give a new home to your... Sorry, bud. Let's do a fight to the death. Okay. Are you sure about that? Okay. Sup, nerds? How's it going? Yeah, when it's getting to the point, I did see the D&D in WoW announcement. I'm very excited about that. The problem is, as well, is that AI has grown so fast to the point where we haven't been able to adapt to it, and because of that, we are now like not able to keep up with it. And the problem is that we should slow down on the AI research to be able to create a clean way to be able to operate these data centers and operate in a way that is good and have a limited use for it, and then as we create an infrastructure for it. Because the problem is we haven't created an infrastructure for AI. We haven't. We have no infrastructure, and now it's just chaos. And now we're having clean water issues. We have data centers that are so bloody loud you can't hear anything. We got deforestation that's going absolutely nuts. It's like, okay, if we slowed down for a second and said, hey, how can we make this so that we can have this sustainable and not be absolutely just destroying the environment, and, you know, how can we make this sustainable? And how can we pass laws and pass these things to make it? But no, it's, you know, to push things forward and to push things fast. And now we're going to realize very soon, like, oops, Maybe we should have slowed down on that. It's gonna be too bloody late. So yeah. Okay, so we got the megaspheres. Because we knew that AI was going to be coming, but not in the way that it has come. Not in that way. It's like, okay, yeah, we know this is going to happen. I'm talking before the Gen AI, right? I'm talking before we knew that AI was eventually going to come along and it was going to be a thing, and we knew it was coming. It's not like a shock. But the way it showed up and the way it did, it's like, oh, this isn't exactly what we meant. That's not, it's like, yes, but no. All right, we're going to throw this into here so that we can get some more wool. Yeah, no, Palworld's great. And people are like, it's basically Pokemon. They're ripping it off. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Some designs, yes. Like, as my wife walked in, she's like, oh, it kind of is like Pokemon. And then I pulled out a gun. She's like, oh, never mind. Come on, Anubis. Give me a hand here, bud. Where'd you go? Why'd you run away on me? Oh! We just got a Streamlabs donation from Howling Wolf will donate $201! And 3 cents! Oh! What? What? $201? Thank you. I wasn't sure we were gonna even get close to filling the bar, but now we got a shot. Now we got a shot at it. Update for Finsider is that its attack skill learned around level 30 trigger happy. Okay, I can't wait for the next Spyro trailer. Okay, so I have to get to level 30 and then it pulls out a gun. Okay. So we have to be level 30 for gun safety. Got it. Okay. I got it. Thank you. Howling, well, thank you. We got today's stream and tomorrow's stream to fill that bar, and you just gave us a shot. You just gave us a shot at that. Howling Wolf, thank you. Thank you. If you want to help contribute to the bar, there is a link in the description below through Streamlabs. Thank you so much. That is incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are incredible. Thank you. I'm at 16 berries. I need more berries. Give me berries. Berry? Berry. We don't need that many berries. I'll go with that. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Choo-choo! The wolf gum howling. Howling! That is awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I have to get my brain back. My brain's gone. My brain's gone. Brain work. My brain was slain. We'll go with this, and then we'll go with this. We're gonna go get the heat resistant, cold resistant. My play power is the minute I have my flying mount, I go everywhere I'm not supposed to collect. Yeah, I kind of do that. I kind of did that. Like you're not supposed to go there, and I'm like, oops. What brain? Exactly. What brain? But yeah, no, there's a reason why I did the genetic thing to go get Anubis and bring it over and blaze him up, because I was just like, I would like to, get my base up and going and get things rocking and rolling. So thank you, Howling Wolf. Thank you so much. That's incredible. Thank you. We may have a shot, folks. Alright, so we're going to grab that. Thank you. Grab this. Swap this out for this. Shank you. Pelt armor. That's cloth. Okay, so we got a little bit more thickness. Alright. So how are we going to get through to Sony that we want all these older IPs to come back now? So here is where I am hoping. There is a glimmer of hope. I've heard people talk about it. I've heard it spoken about, so I feel like I can briefly talk about it, because I do feel like there is an element that I would consider as hope. And that hope is that while it is true that PlayStation is going to be focusing more on their AAA stuff, one of the things that I've also heard is that is going to be for the PlayStation Studios, and that PlayStation Studios themselves are going to be focusing on doing the more AAA stuff. Having said that, in the same breath, I have also heard that they are considering, and that they are probably doing, like basically having a third party work on these more, air quote, smaller IPs. That they'll have smaller IPs handled by third parties. Basically what Toys for Bob is doing right now. What Toys for Bob is doing right now with Xbox is what I think will be the way that... Get in the ball! Jeez Louise. I think that is how they're going to do it. That's what I think that PlayStation is doing, and that's what I have also heard through the grapevine after some discussions with some people, that they are, while yes, their stuff is going to be simply focused on, their internal stuff is going to be focused on AAA stuff, that they're going to be listing out and having third parties under contract work on the other third party smaller AA titles that can be marketed like a AAA, i.e. Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ape Escape. And from what I've heard, we basically got Astrobot to thank for that. That's what I've heard. I hope we see that come to full fruition. I really do. I hope that we see it happen. There are things that I have heard that I have not spoken about, that I have stayed quiet about. And again, when the time comes where I get the green light from the person that gave me the info where I can talk about it, I will. But until then, I'm staying quiet about it. And I'm excited because if it does work out, it is going to, especially with some of the stuff that we've been seeing come back recently, it's definitely going to feel like a return to form. Like, a lot of people are going to be super psyched about it. And even if people don't like necessarily care for this specific title, the notion behind it is really exciting. Where it's going to be like, oh my gosh, that's super cool. Hi, old man. Oh, you there? This is have you heard of the old tale of legendary palaces that roam these parts? I've been studying them for many years, but not laid eyes on one. Not even a glimpse. I was wondering, would you willing to search them in my stead? My legs aren't what they used to be. See, rumor has it there's at least one legendary palace in each of these places. Mountain City and Astral Mountain in the north, and the Rhone Islands called Faybreak. See that tall jagged rock over there? If you climb to the top, you should get a good view. If you manage to find one of those legendary palaces, would you be kind enough to let an old man see with his own eyes? I'll be waiting, my friend. Sure.
What?
I've also heard about the live service things. So like, yay. So here's my thoughts. This is a Muffy. What is a Muffy? Come here. What are you again? What are these things? It's attacking me. That's what it is. Oh, supply drop initiated. What is this cute little thing? Is it a bird? It's a bird. It's a snowbird. It's a bird in like a little snow jacket. That is really cute. I have to admit, that is pretty adorable. Gonna be the perfect studios for those AA IPs. Well, the good news is that we just had Double Fine go independent, right? So Double Fine could be one of those studios. Thank you. Get in the ball. And stay in the ball. You know, Double Fine just became independent, so that would be immediately one of the first people that I would be calling. If I was PlayStation, the first thing I'd be saying is, "Hey, yo, let's do something," right? I know I've heard it once, twice, thrice, 50 times. Oh, Double Fine doesn't want to work on anything but their own IP. You are correct. Having said that, when you need money, suddenly, if PlayStation were to turn around and say, "Hey, yo, Double Fine, you want to do a Jack and Daxter?" I don't think they're going to say no. You know? You know what? Hang on. Okay. Let's try and... Should we try our luck? This thing's 12 levels higher. Jeez Louise! What creature did I bring? What creature did I bring to this world? Get in the ball! Jiminy Christmas! What is wrong with you? That thing was 12 levels higher! Death. You brought death. Yeah. What did I make? What are you? Not really a Charizard. It's... Like, Jiminy Christmas! Like, what are you? %30 increase in fire attack damage and Diet Lover. Whoa! Blazemut's exclusive skill raises and inflates its arms and slams them together, causing a massive explosion in the surrounding area. You said 12 levels. He said, ear point. Yeah, no kidding. This thing's 12 levels higher. And? Okay. Like, go get him, champ. So, let's see. Well, that was not I would like to catch this pal. Oh, really? Clap. Oh no. He straight up. You know what? I'm just gonna let him just do his thing. Just go ahead. Okay. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna tell him to go attack them. Well, he died. Oh, they basically all died. What have I brought to this earth? Do your thing, bud. Do your thing. So here's the thing. I am not the right person to ask about whether or not you should get the next console, because I'm in a position where I get to, you know, I get to write off my consoles, right? I get. You have brought death on a scale unimagined. It's like when I throw the... Hi, Blazemut. Buddy. Yo, dog. Christmas. It's like, I'm trying to catch that pal. You what? And then just claps his hands together and it's just death. You know what? Let's try something. Command aggressive. This is going to be funny. Here we go. Oh, look, there's a nest over there. Oh, it lived. What? Nope. Never mind. I was like, maybe I can save this. Nope. Ow. See, I died. So, here is my thoughts. Let me give you my thoughts. Because I get to write off my consoles, I'm still going to be getting both consoles, right? That's just how it works. That's just how it flows. That's how YouTubers go. So you have to realize that when a YouTuber sits there and says, yeah, just get this, as a YouTuber, I say, yeah, hold your horses. And the reason why I say hold your horses is because gaming YouTubers get to write their games off and get to write off their stuff. So when a gaming YouTuber sits there and tells you, yeah, just get both consoles or just get one of these consoles, understand and realize that especially if they're full time, that just because we own the console doesn't mean that, like, oh yeah, that's what we are. Because again, if you look and saw that I had an Xbox, you would think, oh yeah, Sony pony. I'm not. I also, or you would think I'm an Xbot. And no, I'm not. I also own a Nintendo Switch. Oh, well, then you're a this. Well, no, because I also own the PS5. And the point that I'm trying to make is that you have to understand that there are gaming YouTubers who do it full time are able to write the stuff off. So there is a bit of a cloudiness to their judgment at some points. Some of them. If we do it full time, because it's the same thing as if you were to, it's the same thing if you were to, you know, it's the same thing for anybody where you can write off a whole bunch of stuff, right? That's just how it works. And because of that, they have an advantage to where they can talk about these things and kind of be able to say, oh yeah, we'll just do this, or oh yeah, just do that. It's an easy decision. It's not an easy decision, because for me, because I know that I'm going to be writing them off anyway, and I use them use them as a business expense, right? It's an easier decision for me. Having said that, that doesn't mean that, oh yeah, you should just go with this or you should just go with that. It's kind of like, well, you kind of have to. I'm having a hard time. Right now, next generation, I am looking at next generation and I am weeping for it. I am weeping for the next generation because the first half of this PS5 era was really good. Or the first Xbox came out like a dead fish and still remained a dead. You know, they're trying to not be a dead fish, but they initially came out and they were. It was rough, man. It was rough. Right from the get-go, Xbox, it was rough. It was really, really rough, and not in any of the good sense of the word. It was bad. It was horrible, right? So it was like, okay, well, Sony is going to win this generation. And then, at first, Sony was doing so. And then you can almost be like, then things start going down, and things are beginning to crash, and things are beginning to, and I'm like, oh no, what is happening? Like, what are we doing, man? What are we doing? What are you doing? What is going on, man? And it is bad. It is bad, man. It is not looking good. And I sit there and I look and I go, what are we doing? And at least Xbox looks like they're trying to twist and turn and do something. But Jiminy Christmas, is it? The second half of this generation has been abysmal across the board, man. Not that there's been no games. There of course has been games coming out, and good games too. But when you like just a zoom out and just take a scope down and take a look, you're like, oh man, this is brutal. Like, this is rough, man. What are we doing? What is going on? This, for lack of better terms, this sucks. This is bad, man. What is happening? Like, right now, and this might be a hot take. Right now, if I were to tell anybody, hey, what console should I get? I would say, Switch 2. Would that be a hot take to say? Because somehow it's now the cheapest console. Somehow, a brand new Switch 2 is cheaper than a PS5. Like, if you hold left control, you can snap. Ooh, okay, I'll have to give that a shot. I thought I could do that, but for some reason, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Like, none of this is good. This is, like, it's all bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. It's bad, bad, bad. All bad. And it feels bad. And it feels bad. It looks bad. It feels bad. It's probably because it is bad. And it sucks. It sucks because it shouldn't feel bad. It shouldn't feel like this. And yet here we are. Feeling bad. It doesn't make sense, man. It's like, gee, thanks. I hate it. And what part do I hate? All of it. I hate it all. It took me until relatively recently for me to get back into games again in playing them beyond just like the few games that I've been playing that are just like, oh yeah, these are fine. Right? Like, oh yeah, these are like these games are fine, right? It's taken me a while to get back into that where it's like, yeah, these, you know, because I've been playing the, oh yeah, the, you know, TFT or, oh, League and stuff. And it was stale for a while for me, man. Right? It was only recently I was like, okay, getting back into it. Like, I've been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That's been a lot of fun, right? And Palworld, you know, that finally getting back into that. And there was a segment there where, and my wife can vouch, I was not playing a lot of games on my free time at all. Like, not like in terms of variety, in terms of sheer variety, not much. It was just meh. It was just meh. I don't know, it was just meh. Like, just nothing really caught my attention. Nothing really excited me. Nothing just didn't really care. And it sucked because, like, you know, I want to be able to, you know, play more games, and I want to be able to have more time, and I want to be able to do these things because I'm a gamer. But good gravy, it's been rough, man. Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why it's been so bad. I have an idea of why it's bad, but it just, I don't know, man. The gaming sphere has been very stale as of late, and it looks like things are starting to pick up. Like, it finally feels like things are starting to pick up, where it's like, okay, this looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Hey, that's pretty interesting. Maybe I'll take a chance on that. But now we're about to get to, but then we got these price hikes where games are now just stupid expensive. And now we're about to get to the point where we're going to get out-specced by these games because the system requirements are too big. And then no one's going to want to upgrade because RAM is $400 a stick. Like, are you kidding me? And then when the Steam machine came out with their price, I was like, nah. Nah. No. No. Why? People have tried to, like, explain it to me and defend it and yell at me and get mad at me for saying why. And I still haven't heard a valuable argument yet about why you should get the Steam machine over something else. I haven't heard a good argument. I really haven't. I haven't heard a good argument as to why you should get a Steam machine. Sorry. I don't see it. Like, why would I buy a Steam machine? Why on earth would I spend that amount of money for the Steam machine? Why? it's insane. It's genuinely just one of those wild and out there things to sit there and say, yeah, buy a Steam machine. What, like, I don't see it. And I don't understand it. Because I thought to myself, oh yeah, the Steam machine is going to be essentially, you know, like PC gaming on a budget, where it's like, okay, it's just for PC gaming, but it's going to be cheaper. And then it came out, I was like, that's not cheaper. It's not. And then people were like, well, yeah, it is, because look, you can get this rig, you know, when you compare the rigs, yeah, but you can get the prices of these rigs on sale that are cheaper than the Steam machines that are comparable. They're relatively comparable. So I don't understand that argument either. The Steam machine, what Steam machine is for? The Steam machine is basically, it is a big ol', a Steam machine is basically it's meant to play Steam games at your, so that you can play it in your living room, right? So you could just walk in, boot it up, and pop it in and just play. You can play in your living room. You can play with a whole bunch of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's essentially a computer that is built specifically for games. And that's it, right? And yeah, sure, it's like, it's cool and all, but it's like over $1,000 American. Oh. Like why? Why? Why on earth would you spend that much? That's just me. Like, you could just hook up your computer to a big monitor if you want a console feel. Yeah, you could literally just bring, like, if you really wanted a Steam machine, you could literally buy either a laptop or make a compact ATX case, mini case, and literally just put it in your living room and plug it in. And you could have 2 HDMI ports. You could have one HDMI port going to your TV and then one to your monitor, and then it's your living room computer, and then when you want to play games, you just switch it over to the Steam machine and call it a day and go bippity boppity boop. Like, am I crazy? All right, let's test Blazing Mutt's nuttiness. That sounds wrong. Let's just see how insane Blazing Mutt can go, because there is a 18 level higher pal over here that could absolutely wreck me in 10 seconds flat, maybe sooner. But Blazing Mutt is also kind of crazy. So I am curious. I have a few hyper spears, so I might be able to do this. All right. What did you just do? Who did you murder? Who died? Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'm doing 1 damage. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this one. Oh, but we... hold on. Clap him! Clap him! Oh, no. I now put myself in a situation that may be bad for me. You got a 16% chance! Uh-oh. Those chances just dropped significantly. How about now? Uh-huh. Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's doing 1 damage. A little bit off more than I could chew. Bye. La 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 la. I'm getting out of here. La 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 la. I am getting out of here. Emergency. Emergency! I almost died. All right, let's put Blazemut into here to heal. There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go, buddy. All right. I'm going to take a quick break, guys. I will be right back. Oh, my gosh. This game goes by. I've been live for 2 hours. It hasn't felt like 2 hours. All right. I will be right back. I'm not done with the Mamma Rest. We might be going for a different... Mamma Rest. Just not that one. All right. I'll be right back. Whee! Oh, my body. All right. Let's do it. You know, we're almost ready. Wait, what? Wait, I had a syndicate raid while I was AFK. The raiders were murdered by your pal. Oh, jeez. So I'm off just like, la, 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 doing my thing. Little do I know that, you know, death comes for you. That's hilarious. Where do they come from? That was not planned. I don't know how you plan that. Where on earth did it happen? Where, oh, where did the raid happen? Oh, there's a lot of corpses. Well, don't mind if I do. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la la. Thank you for the gold. Thank you for the ammo. Thank you for all the schmucks. Thank you. I'm just. They did not. They did not live, sir. No, they did not. They perished. Working a little slow. Probably a slacker. What do you mean you're a slacker? Yeah, you are. But you're a musclehead. Oh, that's worse. Okay, well, I suppose. Okay, well, whatever. What we're going to do next is I'm going to grab those. Do this. Do this. Do that. Thank you very much. Yep. And more. Thank you for the ingots. Throw that in there. And then I'm going to ask you to make more ingots. All right. I am not done with getting my... I am not done with what I am determined to go get a big old Mammarest. I am determined. I will get a Mammarest. I need to go back. I just realized that I have basically no spheres. I need to fly. Fly! To the moon. I will not rest until I get Mammarest. Exactly. You got it. See? Hannah knows what I'm talking about. No rest until we get Mammarest. So I'm going to do this. I also need to grab and make the PAL Labor Research Lab. We'll get that going. And then after we get that going, the next thing that we're going to do is the expedition station and then the weapon workbench. Weapon workbench. I am always down for a silly dad joke, Star. Fire away. What's the silly dad joke? I am ready. I need wooden boards. That's boring. I'm always down for a silly dad joke. Lay it on me! Why is the beach wet? Because the seaweed. Because the seaweed. That's cute. It's funny. It's funny. It's cute. I like it. Because the seaweed. I get it. It's very cute. I like it. dash funny. That's there was a absolutely ridiculous there was a joke that was in a, mind you, this was a joke that was this was a joke in a kid's book, which makes it all the more funny. How do you get an elephant stuck in a hole? You put a pea in it, you fill it full of ash, and when he goes to take a pee, you kick him in the ash hole. That was in a kid's joke book. You kick him into the ash hole. When I heard that, I was just like, what? You take a pea, you put it in a hole, you fill it with ash, and when he goes to take a pee, you kick him in the ash hole. I was just like, what? What? What do you mean? It's like, yeah, kids. When I heard the joke, I was like, oh, that's a bit of a, long one. They're like, yeah, it was in a kid's book. I was like, okay, that's the joke in of itself. That's what makes, that's wild. It was in a kid's book. All right, we'll throw those in there, throw that in there, throw that in there, throw that in there. Hold on to that. Hold on. All right, now we have a crossbow. Now we're cooking with gasoline. Yeah, 230. Yeah, that's a classic one. Okay. Fast travel. Gotta move slightly 3 feet to the right here so that we can enter the zone of the thing, and then fast travel. I want fast travel. Let me go. All right.
Yeah. Go.
Whee! A classic one is always guy came to the door. I went to go visit my friend's house, and he's like, hey, you want to see my new dogs? He goes, yeah, sure. He goes, Timex, Rolex, and the dogs come running up. And the friend goes, wow, those are really unique names. He goes, yeah, they're watchdogs. Yeah, that's a badunch. That's an old one. Where is... Okay, Mammorests spawn around here. I know they do. Where are you? You're back again.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed. All right, we got him. This thing, Blazing what's ridiculous. Has an arrow escape. Ah. When the mozzarella say to each other on their date, you look sharp. That's cute. What happens to a deer when an archer shoots at him but misses? The deer has an arrow escape.
What?
That's cute too. There's a... David had one in particular that was really silly, and I can't remember it right now.
What?
All right, where is... All right. Show me your memorests. Where are they?
Yeah.
Mamorest. Mamorest. They're called Mamorest because they're the best. Mamorest. Mamorest. I will not rest until I get the Mamorest. They're eating the lamb ball. What do you call it? Ice cream cone in each hand, a balanced diet. Hot. Remember Wonder Man? No. Wonder Who? Here's a problem with a lot. There's a lot of these shows that are coming out that people are ranting and raving about. And I just don't watch them because they're on 82 different platforms. And I can't be bothered with it, man. We are in an entertainment paralysis at this point where it's like there's just so much to watch and so much to read and so much to do. I can't be bothered with it right now. I genuinely can't. Like, it's a great show. I'm sure it was, but I can't. I can't. I can't be bothered with watching 82 different shows. And it sucks. That's kind of like why I'm kind of looking at Apple TV and thinking maybe, because there isn't as much on Apple TV, but all the stuff that they're putting out that's by Apple TV looks really good. Right? And so I don't have Apple TV, but at least I can sit there and be like, hey, Apple TV has all of these shows that, no, they're not coming out as frequent as like Netflix, but every single one that's been coming out has been a banger. And it's like, okay, that's where it's like, oh, hi, Les Punk. There. Oh, an Incineram. What are you doing up here? What's an Incineram doing up here? Good gravy. Hold on. Ow. I mean, I'll take one of you, definitely. It's not even just like the dark side of exclusivity. It's the fact that Netflix turns around and there is just so much garbage on Netflix. There is so, like, you turn it on and you're like, it's either shows that are on every other thing, or they're just approving shows that are just absolutely beeline garbage. And just there to fill out. It's just there to fill out and bulk up their size, because it's like, oh yeah, we have all these shows. It's like, yeah, but there's no way that you're going to be able to watch all of them. And then also there's no way that you're going to have an interest in all of them. There's just no way. There's no way you can have an interest in every single one of them. You just can't. And that's not a matter of, like, you know, that's just a matter of speaking. That's not even trying to be offensive or anything. Man, you go as far as the 3rd episode. For me, I probably hit by midway episode 2. If I'm not hooked by midway episode 2, I'm dropping it. Right? Or if I'm falling asleep, unless it's something that I specifically was like, I want to look forward and watch this. If I'm falling asleep, I'm probably not going to be watching it. That's another thing. That's another thing for me, is that if your movie or TV series is making me fall asleep, I'm probably not going to watch it. Period. I can't help it. That's kind of like my default. Like, if your thing is put me to sleep, I'm not going to watch it. Why would I? I'm not watching it to go to sleep. I want to be entertained, and if I'm falling asleep, Dine and Dasher. Some of the titles for these are hysterical. What am I doing? Hang on. You see, I don't mind Tubi because it's free, right? Yeah, Tubi's free. Sure, that's fine, right? Take care, Hannah. So stuff for like Tubi and stuff, that it being free, that stuff I'm totally cool with. But when you're paying, like, Jiminy Christmas, some of the things that you're paying for are like, you know, it's like, oh, it's $200 a year, and then, oh, this is $17 a month, and then that's $18 a month, and then it's this, that, and I'm like, man, this is, remember cable? Because that's what it feels like. And the thing is that I know that joke has been said like 82,000 times, but the reason why it's been said so many times is because it's true. That's what it feels like. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired and it's boring. And I'm getting really aggravated at things that I used to love that are now boring because they're just like, oh, this is cute. Look at this pal. It's two pals that are holding hands that look like otters. They're super cute. It's a lavender field. Hey, look, it's Thwack.
Yeah. What?
Got that one. I don't want to turn on cable lately. I actually turned on the other day, and why are there so many channels just showing reruns? And why is MTV showing Big Bang? Yeah, the Big Bang reruns happen a lot. There's a lot of stuff for Big Bang Theory. I had a tweet that showed up the other day that I totally forgot about, that of the guy crashing out back in 2026, of the guy crashing out and screaming, "Where's the joke? Where's the joke?" I was dying. Oh, I was dying. He's like, "Why are you laughing?" I forgot about that tweet. And it's like, I'm like, man, legendary crash out. like pre-COVID legendary crash out. Look at these cute things. Holy pup. My buddy's made cotton candy. Oh, on MTV, yeah, that's rough. I haven't owned cable since 2009.
What?
I haven't had cable in a long time. You see, there's one thing I do miss. What I miss is I miss having like background noise. That's what I miss. I miss like sitting there turning it on and just like while you're working, just having the news on or something. You found a Pal Tamer. I've gotten itchy to see how strong I've gotten. You're gonna net me a nice bunch of experience. Let's fight. Okay. Oh, you poor. You know what? Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. Listen. Okay. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Okay. Oh, that's wild. The fact that, see, everywhere here tries to upcharge you for not having cable, just using internet, so it's cheaper to keep cable and get rid of it. That's wild. When we were in Pittsburgh, we stopped by Pittsburgh. It was a few weeks ago. We stayed in Pittsburgh and we went to the Pittsburgh Zoo as well. We turned the TV on just, so the kids can chill after the long drive. And Daniel was crying every time a commercial came on. Hey, yeah, you got a minute? Here's the deal. I've decided to become a pal breeder. That's right. I'm going to breed my very own pals. The only problem is I'm stuck on square one. They say you need cake to make the magic happen at a breeding farm, but that's kind of thing that's not really my wheelhouse. That's where you come in. If you can bring me 5 cakes, I promise to make it worth your while. And trust me, I'm a man who keeps his word. Why do you want 5 cakes? 5? Why? Anyway, so we turn it on, and Daniel is losing their mind, and all the kids, none of the kids are trained on commercials. They're just like, what is this? It's like, it's a commercial. They're like, why can we skip it? And I'm like, nope. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, you can't skip it. That's how it works. All right, R-Socks. I kind of want to catch you, so I don't want you to die right away. That didn't do a lot of damage, did it? Finsider, go! Here we go. These worlds are sure, pal. That's right. 5 cakes is crazy. Seriously, yeah. Give me 5 cakes. Okay. I saw your reaction as far as the official YouTube show. That's right. I'm super hyped about that. I'm so happy to see it out. Also, getting really tired. There's one specific person that's screaming like, it was a fake reaction. I was like, oh my gosh. They're like, well, he knew. People are like, yeah, he knew it was gonna be there. I'm like, yeah, and just because I knew it was gonna be there doesn't mean that I'm still not super excited to see it happen. I also said, here's another thing. I've been saying that Spyro's gonna be coming, and people are saying, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong. I'm like, okay. Well, that is not what I wanted to happen. Well, I wanted a Mamma rest, and Blazamut kind of put it to rest. Okay, these things, they're water. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. No way! All of them? There 40 plus? What do you mean? I didn't even have a chance to catch any of them because Blazamut just decided to Thanos clap them into the afterlife. As I was saying, people were sitting there and they're like, well, yeah, he knew it was coming. I'm like, yeah, I've been saying it's been coming for a long time. Like, I've been saying it's been coming. It's going to come, guys. It's going to come. And people told me, no, 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 no. So, okay, it came. And they're like, yeah, but you knew it was coming. So, fake reaction. I'm like, y'all were telling me that it wasn't coming. And then I was saying it is coming. And I was giving hints and stuff. I was like, hey, guys, it's coming. Wink, wink. Way before I signed anything. And then it's coming. Now I legally can't say anything. And then people are like, well, you knew it was coming. I'm like, yeah, but it's still, my reaction is literally the feeling of just years, and I mean years, of talking about this and being told that I was wrong and it happening.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And a bunch of people were like, oh, you know, a bunch of fake streamers reacting to this. And I was like, brother. I'm like, brother, what are you talking about? I've been talking about this game for so long.
Yeah.
Like, Jiminy Christmas. I've been talking about this game for so long. So when people are like, oh yeah, fake streamer reaction. I'm like, when you've been talking about something for 8 years and then it finally comes out, if your reaction isn't that, I have a lot of questions. You know what? Maybe that's just like someone's personality. Maybe they're not like that. But I am that way. I am boisterous. I am loud. I just used my really good ones on here. I probably should have used this one. Also, I'm still frustrated. People were like, well, if I talked about a game for 8 years, it would eventually come. And I was like, have you talked to Half-Life fans recently? How about Time Splitters?
What?
There are a number of fan bases that wish that they could say, if we just talk about it long enough, it'll come back. So that, to me, drives me nuts. That, to me, drives me crazy. Where's Knack then? Yeah. Where's Knack? There's all these games that have been gone for a long time that people have been asking for and haven't gotten yet. And well, if I talked about a game for 8 years, I'm like, why is it that you can't just sit there and be like, you know what? I was right. Or it's CG was right. I was wrong, etc., etc. Why does it have to be, oh, I refuse to acknowledge that he was correct because XYZ? I can sit there and there's somebody that I dislike and acknowledge that they were right about something. Right? I can sit there and be like, you know, I'm not a fan of that person, but they got XYZ right. So, you know, can't complain. But just because it's like, oh, well, it's from CGE. It's like, okay, but I had been saying... Jeez Louise, man. I had been saying, hey, this is going to happen. And here's XYZ. Why? Like, I'm sorry that you're mad about it, but jeez Louise. Blazamut is literally fiery death.
Yep.
And I'm tired of it where people are sitting there and coming up with every excuse in the book to try to invalidate either my excitement, invalidate my research, invalidate anything just because they don't like me. You can sit there and say, I don't like his videos, but he was right. Like, that's okay to say. That's okay. You can say, I'm not a fan of his content, but he was right. That's okay to say. There's nothing wrong with that. But for some people, it's like, no, I can't admit that. You can't do that. Oh no. Oh no. What have you done? What have you done? Take care of Nick Animations. I sat there and I was giving details about, the thing is too is that I gave details about when they started development, right? I gave details about it. I was like, this is what they're working on, here's what's going on, and here's why. And the thing is that my story didn't change. I held on to it. When I turned around and made that report of, hey, everything I talked about in the past, scratch all of that. I'm reporting it's now in development, and here's the details of it, right? And now we're finding out that, yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened. They're miserable and smelly. Don't worry about them. That's fair. All right. Let's see here. Nope. Hop off Nightwing. Nope. All right. Let's get in this dungeon. Let's see here. What? Ooh. Can we try to catch? I got one Megasphere, so, well, let's give it a shot. I mean, this thing's gonna get murked. It didn't. Oh, okay. Well, now it did. Well. Oh. Jiminy Christmas. I just walked into murder. Basically, yeah, there's no other way to describe it other than just straight up murder. My Blazamut is just cracked. Insane. It's just like, what's that? Clapping? Okay, bang. It's like, well, GG. The audience is now dead. Too bad you can't send Blazamut towards your haters. I don't want to be arrested. Come on. That's a death sentence. Yeah, you get me? I don't want him to die. Cotton candy. Get your cotton candy. The reason why Dimitri talks the way he does in the Sly Cooper series is because English is not his first language and he learned it through hip-hop and rap music videos. That's a cool little fun fact. Makes sense, too. Adds up. Checks out. Making sense. Let's throw the high-quality pal oil in there, which, speaking of, we should probably... I should probably try to go catch a Doomud soon. The Doomud will definitely be a good... Doomud will be good for producing pal oil. Which means I gotta go to the desert. I got to go to the desert, man. Technology. We're gonna go with the PAL Expedition Station. And the curve module. I already got the metal armor schematic, so we'll go with the metal helm. Excuse me. Okay. Now, the expedition thing, it always takes up so much space. It's ridiculous. So, can I build the expedition station? I need more wooden boards. I need cement. Well, good thing that I do have cement that I can simply... over to here. Go to here, and we're gonna go with the cement. Cement usually takes a little bit to make too, but let's see. Because if I'm doing it, look how long this takes. So, will an Anubis come and assist me? Thank you. Still taking a while too, eh? All right, we'll get back to that. We'll repair that. Call that done. And then we will go with something else. So yeah, whether it's AA or AAA is all dependent on how much money has been spent on it. That's literally it. It's just literally when you say, "Oh yeah, it's a AA game," that just says, "Yeah, we spent, you know, X amount of money on it," right? It gives you an idea of the scope and size of how much has been spent on it. That doesn't give you the scope and size of necessarily the project. It's just like, "Oh yeah, we spent this much money on it," and sometimes more money spent doesn't equal better project. And sometimes it just means just more money burnt, and that's it. Right? The implication and hope and thought is that, hey, the game is going to be better because so much more money has been invested into it. That's the hope and the wish and the thought, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is, right? Ain't that a kick in the head? Okay, so let us do something a wee bit different. Let's go ahead and let's actually do some base building here because I've been kind of neglecting my base a bit. Also, I need to get the technology for something else because I currently have... There we go. Because I believe that I probably have a lot of stone that I could probably use in this base. 400, that's not bad. How much do I have in wood? Same amount. Okay, so we'll start with the stone. So we're going to do this. I heard some suggesting that GTA should be considered a quadruple A game. If we start going that route, it's going to become silly. It's going to become like, okay, where are we going with this? Right? Like, okay, it's a quadruple A game. It's like, okay, but like what's the definition of it, right? If you just call it AAA, you just know, hey, you spent a minimum of this amount of money on it and call it a day, right? Because if we start going the route of, oh, it's a you know, goober X amount. It's like, oh gosh, here we go, right? Like, like what are we doing? What are we doing here? All right, just say once you exceed a certain amount, just call it AAA. It's the insane budget. Yeah, I get it's an insane budget, but at the same time, it's like, man, if we just like, we're getting to a point now where it's like, why? Right? Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Not enough support. Oh, there's enough support there apparently. No, indies are just called indies. That's it. That's there's no A game. It's that's just indie. That's what they are. They're an indie game, right? And you see, it becomes complicated when we're overcomplicating it. You know, Jiminy Christmas. I know I keep saying that's the catchphrase of the stream today. Okay, so now we have a bunch. We have a little platform up here, and we're gonna be putting stuff up here and kind of just making this just go straight across. We're gonna make this like just have this go straight across everything. So the way the building works in this game is a little strange, and so watch this. So what we're going to do is that we are then going to go with a stone wall here. And then we're going to do a foundation. Let's do it here. Might as well. Right? And essentially, what's going to happen is that we can... So that overlaps with the character, so we're not going to do it there. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. That's fine. That's fine. That overlaps. And now that we've done this, if we were to go up now to the top area, you're going to see that where we kind of went to the limit before, we can now go further out. Right, so next stop would probably have to be right here. So when we come down here, we're gonna go with a wall. That's kind of blocking that. That would work. I think if I do that, they should still be able to get access to the food. That may not... This may be a problem. No, that should be fine. And now we should be able to build all the way up. Now we should be able to at least. And then we go like this, and then we go bippity, boppity, boo. We can't go that way because there's a tree there. But if we go back up here and go over here, we should be able to build there. That's right. That's good. Can't build there. Can't build there. So yeah, so we can sit here and we can literally just expand out. We can go there. Can't go there. Can't go there. We can go there. We can. Yes. There we go. Nope. Yes. How do you figure out there's enough support? So basically it's trial and error. So it says not enough support, not enough support, and you just keep going until you can't go anymore. And then you realize, okay, I need to build support, right? Examples of what a AA game and a AAA game looks like. That's the thing, is that I can turn around and I can point you to some high quality AAA games that you're like, oh my gosh, and some low quality AA games, and then inverse, where you could be like, oh my gosh, this is a AA game, and then this is amazing, and then this other game is like, yeah, this is a AAA game and it's absolute butt. Right? Again, it's not about what it looks like, it's how much money was spent. And sometimes money spent does not, the thing is that money spent does not necessarily equal quality. You hope it does. You hope that it in turn creates quality, but that's not always accurate, unfortunately. Okay, so that's almost going to work. I'm not going to be able to get it there, but I can go here. I can go there. That's not enough support. That's enough support. That's outside of base, so that doesn't work. That doesn't work. This works. So I'll be able to build almost like straight across here. So we're making a fortress. We are making a fortress, and we're going to be having like the dilapidated church as our main backing foundation as well. And the whole thing that when you're building a base in this is you want to build straight up, but when you are trying to figure it out, you need to have a foundation. Even if the foundation is not connected, you need a foundation to be able to you need the foundation below. And that's basically it, right? So now I'm going to turn around, and that's fine. So I'm going to grab another set of stairs, because I find that if you need pals to get up here, one stair is fine, but two is typically better. So, I'll give you an example. A AAA game that comes to mind that's real easy that I can say is a AAA game is Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate's a AAA game. Call of Duty is a AAA game. Assassin's Creed is a AAA game. Let me look something up real quick. Let me see here. A Plague Tale is a AA game. Senua's Sacrifice was a AA game. AA games is like, let me see what else is. So Atomic Heart. Lies of P is technically a AA game. Helldivers 2 is a AA game. A Plague Tale is a AA. Life is Strange is AA. It Takes Two is a AA game. Right? These are games that are considered as AA games. But it's not the quality or the way it looks that makes it a double or AAA. It's only how much money is spent on it. I thought It Takes Two is an indie game. You can be an indie. Doesn't turn around and mean so. You know what else? You're right, but you know what else was an indie game? Baldur's Gate was an indie game. Indie game only means independent from the publisher. That doesn't mean that you spend only a little bit of money on it. It's assumed that because not most people that make indie games don't have the onboard cash, right? So for example, if I were to turn around and make a game, I would have to be indie because I'm paying out of pocket for it, right? And because the budget for paying out of pocket, let's say, is relatively low, right? It doesn't add up. But if I were to, if I was, let's say I was a rich boy. Let's say my dad was the owner and investor of a company that makes bulldozers. I don't know. I'm just trying to pull an example out of my butt. My dad owns a company that makes bulldozers and was able to turn around and say, "Here, son, I know you like them Vidya games. Why don't you go make one?" I'm like, "Yeah, but Dad, it's going to cost me $5 million. And he goes, "Take it as a gift. Here's $5 million. And I say, "Wow, thanks, Dad." And I go and I make a game. That's still an indie game. Why? Because the money was put forward in liquid cash, right? You start becoming not that when it's like, oh, I don't have the money to make this game. You know what? I have to go to Ubisoft. I have to go to an investment firm. I have to go to a this, that, and the other. I need to go to a bippity bob. And I have to do with this, and I have to do with that, and I have to go up, and I have to go down. And what are you doing up here? That's how that works. So, Dupin produced 93 ingots. Awesome. I have so many ingots, and I am very happy. I am happy with all the ingots. Ingots! So much ore. So yeah, that's just how it works. That's how it works. So, all right, ladies and gents, I think we're gonna go into Q&R. Give me a second here. We're gonna start wrapping up the stream. We're gonna go to Q&R because it's about that time. Go. So, oh, my fingers. So, if you guys got any questions, fire them away. I'll try my best to answer them. The next book I'm right after finishing. Oh wow, those are big. That's a big book. I started my next chapter. Hold on a second. I just gotta double check to make sure anything crazy. Oh, I gotta show you guys. Hold on a second. I gotta show you guys something. Hang on a second. Hold on. I gotta show you guys something. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna read it to you first, and then I'm gonna show it to you. Because what on earth are we doing at this point? What are we doing? It is going to be absolutely insane. So hang on a second. So some of you have already seen this. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, I know what he's talking about. All right. And if you haven't seen it, let me tell you something. I'm going to preface this. I wish this was AI. I wish it was. I wish this was fake. I wish that this was not real, and it somehow is real. And boy howdy, does the PR marketing need to either be hired or fired instantly. I don't know what to go about it, but I'm going to describe it to you first. You ready? Let's go. All right. U.S. company Sater S, or Sater S, depending on how you pronounce it, is developing a new robot called 3 Halves, a centaur-style robot designed for dangerous environments such as wildfires, rubble searches, toxic areas, and confined spaces. The system combines a humanoid upper body with a quadruped mobility platform. So before I reveal the photos, essentially, this thing is meant to be like a search and rescue. If something's on fire, forest fire, they send this thing in where humans can't make it because of dangerous situations, okay? We got that? Great. Because this is what it looks like. This is what they turned around and like, yeah, let's show everybody this. But we're not done. We're not done. These were sent out. These are sourced from the website. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. What? And then look. What is all this? What do you mean air reservoir and gun and knife? Why? Like, what is this? Why? E-stop air reservoir, but you could use a knife and a gun. Knife and gun what? Okay. Centaur chassis. Hold on. Oh gosh. What? This is actually the first time I've gone to the website to look at this officially. 3 Halves, the superhumanoid general purpose robot. What? Why are you essentially creating a demon from hell to come and save you? Why the chainsaw? Why? Why would you make it look like this? This thing is horrifying. This thing is horrifying. Like, why? This thing is terrifying. Like, what do you mean, dog? What? Wait, this robot is more dangerous than it looks? What does that mean? Wait, this is the first time I've actually gone to the website to look at this. This robot's more Why would you put it there? This robot is more dangerous than it looks. Huh? Why would you put that there? That's on the website. Why would you put that there? As is any robot with human-like strength, size, and maneuverability, we are taking a physical approach to safety mechanisms with no ambiguity. You know the word I'm saying. Fail on-air brakes and pin locks will render the robot immobile if system air pressure is lost. Shared reservoirs in the chest plate and body can be pierced by projectile or sharp instrument to instantly stop the robot in place. About my second instinct, like we were fat, kind of ended up scrapping that idea. Can you copy and paste it for me to reread that? Thank you for the $5, but recopy and paste it because right now, hold on. What do you mean? They're like, hey, listen, in case it goes psycho, just in case, we have safety precautions so that you could shoot it and turn it off. What? What do you mean? What? Why is it that, hey, FYI, just to let you know, if our robot goes nuts, it may require a gun. Why is that in the instruction manual? No, camera, don't be turned away from me. You keep your eyes on me, camera. Why does the instruction manual include you may or may not need a gun? I've heard of assembling an IKEA chair that say some additional tools required, but none of it included a projectile weapon or a knife. Why does this say that? What do you mean the safety precaution requires a gun? Huh? Oh, this is a nightmare fuel. What are you talking about? I am here to save you. I am here to protect you. Join our mailing list for updates on our robot building journey. Can I pre-cancel my pre-order? Nyla was originally going to be the daughter of Rajan. However, Sucker Punch scrapped the idea because they thought that it would make the story way too complicated. And I mean, think about the Interpol hiring a daughter of a known spice cartel lord. Yeah, I know it's going to raise some questions. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was probably a good idea for them to cut that. Thank you so much for the $5 again. I'm crashing out. This is ridiculous. How... You're telling me that there's not one investor, not one person on this team that said, hey guys, I'm just saying that maybe, just maybe, this might be an actual terrible idea. And then when they're making this page, okay, you don't say, yes, this robot can easily be incapacitated with a knife and gun. No! No! That you don't, no! This robot is more dangerous than it looks. What are you trying to sell me on? You can't open up with safety is our number one priority. No job is worth your safety. And then scroll down to this. What do you mean? What do you mean? And the opening image is with a chainsaw. You know what? I can understand designing it in a way where it's like 4 legs so it doesn't fall over and get through things. I get it. Why do you have to make it look like a demon from hell? Why? This is awful. I'm coming to save you. Why are you screaming? Stop resisting. Stop resisting. They're listen. We have to turn around and we have to say, hey, why? Why? Why on earth are we making this look like this? Why on earth are we doing this? Why on earth are we making this? And why are we advertising that, hey, in case it goes psycho, you can just shoot it with a gun. Oh, great. This robot's more dangerous than it. Like, this is a joke, right? This has to be a joke. There's no way we can sit here and be like, yep, yeah, this is a normal, perfectly good product to buy. We are perfectly A-okay with this. This is absolutely insane. So I tweeted, hello, you are being rescued. Please stop screaming. And some of the replies, and Bo, nope. Matt, oh, that's just lovely. Evan, Neutron, hilarious comment. Leave me to die at that point. Seriously. Right? Like, what are... Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please do not resist. Like, what? Oh... Screaming makes it rescue you faster. Kill it. Like, what are we doing here, man? And some of the people who say, brother, if this comes out into the smoke to rescue me from a wildfire, I'm running into the flames. It's real now. Oh, great. The ritual. I've made a robot centaur. Ah! Why? Oh, what seems to be the trouble, human? Oh, this is awful. The last thing you see before it all goes dark. Ah, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Point of view, you're being rescued from a forest fire. It's like, oh, good. Great. Thanks. This is what I needed. Congratulations, you're being rescued. Please do not resist. Took some stock photos of our new bot boss, made him really scary, just like you asked. What? This robot's more dangerous than it looks. Ah! A robot, but we make it look as demonic as possible. Oh gosh. To the questions in this thread about the necessity of the horns, we place cameras there so we can see the positions of all limbs and tools. This would look better, kind of, like, at least it doesn't look like, you know, just make it all white and just, why do you gotta make it look like what? You cannot convince me this thing won't be starting fires. Oh gosh. Like, what are we doing? What is happening here? First of all, yikes. Yeah, it feels so safe if this trampled down my door, flames roaring around it to save me from a fire. Don't worry, human. Nothing dystopian to see here. These look like something which we describe in the Book of Revelations. It does so. Imagine being dismembered limb by limb from a robotic centaur with a chainsaw. I'm here to save you. Oh gosh. What are we doing? Why does it look like a knee? Oh. Oh. Oh gosh. Seriously? What? Oh god. Oh, what is going on? Is this parody? CEO, did you get the media kit photos done? PR manager, yeah, I just got the menacing chainsaw photo shoot in the woods on Tuesday and we're good. The what on Tuesday? Looks like something out in the back rooms. Wait, time out. Face the sign of the cross, tosses grenade. Oh, why? Oh, yes, for sure. Forest fires. And horns. Don't forget to mention it has horns. Oh, so it was real. Aim here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. It's still following me. Designed by Wendigo Robotics, motto, the doors won't stop it. Haha, it looks so friendly. Make a ginormous robot as black as the night. It has demon horns. Also has glowing white eyes too. It also has horse legs and a human upper half with a menacing bull face to boot. But why? Why would you make that? Why make any of that? The doors won't stop it. Why would you do? Why would you do any of that? Are we sure this isn't viral marketing for a horror movie? I mean, if it is, you know, brilliant. What did you say your credit score was again? Oh. Forest fires, eh? You sure about that? These good. This thing's gonna break into your house, rip your PC in half, and eat your RAM. Oh, they sat here and they were like, yes, sure. If anyone wants to go and take a look yourself, there it is there. That is why. Yeah, let's make a robot to help people in disasters, and then make it look exactly like the last thing I want to see during a disaster. Oh gosh. That is I can't believe I'm even looking at this. I'm at a loss for words. Oh, very human design. We're remaking Doom in 2026. I trust they remember to install the top-mounted red warning lights so we know if it's exhibiting unexpected behavior that may be dangerous. This is fine. Oh, gosh. Absolutely not. If only you knew how bad things really are. Oh, what are we doing? This is awful. Boy, I love trapping demons in microscopic silicon megastructure to do my bidding. I sure hope nothing goes wrong. Oh. Oh. Oh, gosh. Like, what made you think this was a good idea? Like, if someone turned around, like, if someone, like, at what point you're telling me nobody during R&D versus in research and development, nobody said, hey guys, just a question, what are we building this for? And why does it look like that? Like, why? Why did we do this? Why did we think that this was a good idea at any point? At any point. When did we think this was a good idea? This is terrible. This is awful in every sense of the word. Like, get out of here. Why did we think this has to be fake? Please tell me this is fake. Please tell me that, because this would be the funniest thing ever. This would be the absolute funniest thing I have ever seen ever. This has to be a movie. Like, please tell me that this is just for a movie. If so, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If not, if it's not, no, don't like that. Don't like it. That's no bueno. No bueno. Don't like it. That's nope. Nope. Jenkins thought it was a great idea. Roombas with chainsaws next. If it's for rescuing people, why is it scary? You see, this is put so bluntly, but not wrong. It's exactly right. If it's meant to save people, why is it scary? Make it look like Baymax. If it's meant to rescue people, make it look like Baymax. Like, could you imagine if you were in, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get going because I'm getting dizzy. Could you imagine if you were like in a forest disaster or your house is on fire or something has gone wrong and you hit your head? You're kind of in and out because you're like, oh, my head. And your kind of reality is in, out, shake it all about because your brain got hit with the hokey pokey and you got to fall about. And okay. And that happens. And then you're like, oh, what's happening? You look at me, see this thing standing over you. I'm here to save you. It's like, ah! Like you're going to think you've absolutely lost your mind. You're going to think you died and that this is literally what's coming to save you. This demonic robot from hell has come to claim your soul. And you're going to start freaking out. Why make it look like that? That's ridiculous. Why? That's awful. Like, this gotta be a joke, right? We can't make it look, I don't know, not like that? Can we not just make it look human on the head and just make it white and give it a smiley face? Anyone? Why do we have it look like that? Okay, make it white, add green, make it look like a healer from Overwatch. Okay, make it look like a hero. Make it look like, man, make it look nice. Why that? Why a centaur with a goat head? That's the thing, it's not even a human head. It's a goat head. Like, Jiminy crickets, this is terrifying. Just made a great fairy. Done. Or you know what? Make it look like cool. Make it look sleek. That's not sleek. That's terrifying. You know what? Here, I have an example for you. Okay. There's this character. His name is Hecarim. Okay. In of himself, horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. But you know what you do? You know what you do? Make it look like this. Make it silver. Make it look like an armored horse coming to the rescue. You can even make the unicorn light up in different things for in case something is going crazy. Make it look cool. Just do that. Make it look made of steel. Give it colors. Okay? Not this. Not this. This is ridiculous. No. Absolutely not. Just put the FNAF music to that and bippity boppity boop. Welcome to Nightmare. Welcome to like just do that. Just need a little of that. Oh, my blood pressure is going through the roof. Okay. I gotta get going. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that we get a post from Spyro tomorrow. I hope we get something cool tomorrow because then we get something to chat about on Saturday. And it would have to be early Saturday because my son's birthday party is on Saturday and his birthday day is tomorrow. So, thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video and our live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.